Spies selling secrets coming up on DC News Now at 5. A dramatic ruling on a Maryland couple facing time behind bars on national security charges. And Inflation Act passed. President Biden delivering on a promise tonight what this could mean as the midterms are right around the corner. And later, grocery store groans. What's the best bang for your buck when it comes to eating or buying groceries? But first, let's get a check on the weather. Hey, Damon Matz.
Hey, Mark. Yes, indeed. It's been an amazing day out there. The sunshine has returned. It's stayed comfortable, but is it going to stay like this for the next few days as we move on through this? Let you know in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. Good evening, and thank you for joining us for DC News at 5. I'm Mark Hall. A dramatic ruling in federal court in West Virginia this afternoon. This is the case of the Annapolis, Maryland couple charged with trying to sell nuclear submarine secrets to what they thought was a foreign agent. Jonathan and Diane Toby were arrested in October on a West Virginia hiking trail after making a dead drop of classified U.S. Navy information. They hid a tiny computer chip inside of a peanut butter sandwich left inside a tree stump, all of which was captured on video by the FBI. In other instances, they hid classified information in candy bar wrappers, which were left at designated locations. The accused entered a plea deal in federal court up to 17 years behind bars for Jonathan and 36 months for his wife. However, Judge Gina Grow rejected the plea deal, saying that the couple was selfish, greedy, and caused harm to the Navy and the United States and the world. Judge Grow said they compromised national defense, threatened critical military advantages, and wrecked years of productive research and development. She said the couple put the lives of 25,000 nuclear submarine sailors at risk while betraying the trust of the Navy and the nation and placed them in harm's way. Grow said that she usually accepts plea deals, but not this one. The couple will remain behind bars at the Eastern Regional Jail in Martinsburg. They're expected back in court with new pleas in January. Well, happening now, police are on scene of a shooting in Columbia Heights. 2 people were shot but are expected to survive. What led to the shooting and who is behind it remains under investigation. President Joe Biden signed the Inflation Reduction Act into law this afternoon. The president held a signing ceremony at the White House, finalizing a landmark piece of legislation for Democrats. Washington correspondent Anna Wernicke is in Washington with more on what this bill means.
Good evening. This is a huge legislative victory for President Biden and Democrats, and the celebration today is a long time coming. Democrats have been pushing for a bill like this to make it to the president's desk for over 18 months.
The Inflation Reduction Act is now law.
One of the most significant laws in our history.
President Joe Biden signed the sweeping $750 billion health care tax and climate bill into law on Tuesday, alongside key Democratic lawmakers who helped push it through Congress.
With this law, the American people won and the special interests lost.
The bill includes the biggest investment ever to fight climate change, caps prescription costs for Medicare recipients, and helps millions pay for health insurance.
And it's going to mitigate the climate crisis. It's going to protect our families.
EPA Administrator Michael Regan says Americans should see the impact of this bill quickly.
And on average, families will see a savings of $500 from their energy bill. So there is a trickle effect here that starts immediately, that people will see for a long time coming.
But the bill passed Congress without Republican support. Missouri Congressman Jason Smith called the bill a reckless spending spree.
So lots of spending up front, lots of debt up front, and then maybe savings 8 years from now? How is that going to put out the fire of inflation?
The White House says this is the first of many events they'll have to focus on the rollout and implementation of the new law. For now, in Washington, I'm Anna Wernicke. Back to you.
And D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser thanking the Biden administration for passing the Inflation Reduction Act, saying it invests in real solutions to some of our greatest affordability challenges and turns the climate crisis into new opportunities for working Americans. Well, the sun was out today, and joining us with a check on the forecast, meteorologist Damon Matson. Damon, my question to you, sir, how long will the sunshine last?
Oh, it's been beautiful, Mark. I know it's just been one of those days where we started out with the cool temperatures. Yesterday we didn't have the sunshine, but today it's certainly returned. And how about this right here? This is a treat for mid-August. It did still stay in the upper 60s as you went through the D.C. Metro, right along I-95 and through points east toward the Chesapeake Bay where that cloud cover lingered overnight. But look at how crisp it got back to the west. Winchester dropped to 55, Martinsburg 60, and ever since we've stayed fairly comfortable all the way through this entire day here. Yes, we have climbed back into the low 80s across the entire East Coast. Now we still have some 70s as you go back toward the mountains where the clouds did hang on for a good majority of the day, but we'll take 80 degrees this time of year anytime, especially when it's this comfortable too. Dew points are down in the 50s to low 60s, nowhere near as muggy as it has been these last couple of weeks for the most part. Mother Nature certainly helping us out, no question about it. So yeah, we're continuing to stay on the comfortable side of things, and it looks like we're going to continue to have that locked in place here as we hold a north to northeast wind the rest of this evening going into tonight. And as a matter of fact, tomorrow is looking just as good for us with even a little bit more sunshine in the forecast as well. But as we roll forward here toward the latter half of this work week, could all of that added sunshine start to really bump up our temperatures once again? And are we going to bump up the muggy factor as well? It's going to be a big question we have to pay attention to because things can turn on a dime this time of year just like that. We'll have the answer to all of those questions as well as when we might see a little bit of rainfall back in the forecast, all coming up in your full forecast here in just a little bit.
Hey, Damon, thank you. Well, First Lady Jill Biden has COVID, and the White House COVID coordinator is warning that the pandemic could get really bad again if we don't take action. Hannah Brandt has the details from Washington.
Over the roar of Air Force One's engines, the president fielded shouted questions about the First Lady.
How is Dr. Biden feeling?
Dr. Jill Biden tested positive for coronavirus on Monday, just days after the president recovered from the virus. It's yet another high-profile reminder that the pandemic is still ongoing.
Still 400 or 500 people dying every day. It's way too much.
And in a discussion with the Chamber of Commerce, White House COVID response coordinator Dr. Ashish Jha said we can't just forget about the virus.
If we do nothing and just sort of hope for the best, I think we could end up getting into a lot of trouble.
To prevent that, Dr. Jha says the Biden administration is facilitating the development of a new variant-specific vaccine, which could be ready as early as next month.
It's going to be really important that people this fall and winter get the new shot.
He also says it's critical for schools and businesses to update their indoor ventilation and for COVID treatments, masks, and testing to be widely available. If all of that happens,
I am confident we keep every business open. We keep every school open. We don't have to have hospitals that are overwhelmed and can't take care of other people.
But long term, Dr. Jha says he thinks the U.S. government shouldn't be the ones funding the COVID fight, and that treatment and prevention should become part of the commercial healthcare system. In Washington, I'm Hannah Brandt.
Well, the first of several mobile vaccine clinics are pulling up to schools in D.C. as students get ready to head back to class. Joseph Omo visited one and has what you all need to know.
School officials here in Washington, D.C. say it's finally time to keep COVID out of the classroom. And of course, the best way to do that is to get vaccinated, which is why the D.C. Department of Health is making it really easy. Take a look. These mobile clinics are coming straight to the schools themselves, so that way kids can roll up their sleeves. So here's what you need to know. All students ages 12 and older need to have the full doses of the coronavirus vaccine along with all of the other required shots. Now, from now through the end of the month, there will be 9 mobile vaccination clinics popping up across the city, including here at Stanton Elementary. Now, there is a bit of a grace period. Students have until 20 days into the school year to get the shot. DCPS says if a student still remains out of compliance after that, they simply won't be allowed into the classroom. Now, kids can be exempt from having to get the shot, but only for medical or religious reasons, which are reviewed on a case-by-case basis. By the way, if you have any questions about the upcoming school year, you are in luck. The chancellor of DCPS will be hosting a Facebook Live town hall. It's this Thursday at 5 p.m. You can get all your questions answered, from vaccines to academics. Reporting here in Southeast D.C., I'm Joseph Olmo, DC News Now.
Joseph, thank you. Well, the first day back for DCPS students is right around the corner. It's Monday, August 29th, and you can head to dcnewsnow.com to find a full list of where those mobile vaccine clinics will be setting up.